Welcome to another exciting edition of Brews News, where I cover several topics I found to be newsworthy and grace Machinima's channels. Let's begin, shall we? Diablo 3 lacking long-term sustainable in-game. Statement admits that longevity of game failing to meet expectations. Quote, "We recognize that the item hunt is just not enough for a long-term sustainable in-game. There are still tons of people playing every day and week, and playing a lot. But eventually they're going to run out of stuff to do, if they haven't already," said a post by community manager Bashak on the official forum. "There needs to be something else that keeps people engaged, and we know it's not there right now." End quote. I say, you'd think after 11 years they would have had something that blew our fucking minds. But no. Basically they're saying, holy shit, Jim, we should have spent more time making this craptastic garbage loot fest of a game instead of shoveling donuts into our piles and worrying about selling our cuddly stuffed animals at BlizzCon events. Also in the news, Blizzard's Rob Pardo has confirmed that his company has had talks with Microsoft about the successor to the Xbox 360. However, other developers have not spoken to either Microsoft or Sony about future plans, which has raised concerns that content isn't a priority for format holders as they plan the next generation of home machines. And I'm running out of fucking breath. Warren Spector, boss of Disney's Junction Point Studios and responsible for classic titles such as Deus Ex, said that he believes format holders are too concerned with wider entertainment market to focus on games. Quote, "I get the impression they're focusing on owning the living room, one device that lets you watch movies, television, and play games and music and all that stuff." End quote. So with that being said, it could appear that Microsoft is focusing heavily on more integration of mobile devices, tablets, music, television, streaming services, and entertainment throughout your entire house. In a nutshell, becoming the one-stop shop for your entertainment needs with one console. And yes, I know the 360 has a lot to be said for it with services such as Zune, Netflix, ESPN, Facebook, and other social outlets. And I believe Microsoft is trying to streamline and improve upon it with their next-gen console and not really paying much attention to the curious game developers who want to know how to develop a simple fucking game for the damn thing. Microsoft has bigger fish to fry, as well as Sony too. Rob Part also said in this article, quote, "There are so many games that we make at Blizzard that we don't take to consoles because they don't support the input devices and you end up with crappy ports. That's why RTS games never do well on consoles. If I was them, I'd be sitting around trying to figure out what's a cool input device that supports all types of new kinds of games." End quote. So basically he's saying, hey fucknuts, you need to keep us in the loop so we can actually ship you some fucking games when the console launches, you dipshits. Yeah, that. Mind the generation gap. Angry Birds and Minecraft are the stars of the new age of gaming. Can the rest of the industry keep up? As I read this article, well, some of the article, I came upon this quote by Johnny Minkley. Quote, "Major broadcasters and many national newspapers continue to view games with bemused suspicion, filing content away in technology sections with senior editors and producers, either clueless or somehow oblivious to the massive change happening all around them, ever more out of touch with vast potential audiences. It is cultural illiteracy on a grand scale, but the revolution will continue regardless." And like Angry Birds, Minecraft, originally a one-man indie project, has blindsided not just the mainstream games industry with its sales success and cultural impact, but the mainstream media too. Now I say with millions of YouTube subscribers to gaming channels, total ad revenues, and millions made on game sales each year, it does seem that the mainstream media has no fucking clue as to gamerdom. I mean, when I meet people and the topic arises about me posting videos of gameplay online and actually making money at it, people look at me like I put some fucking voodoo hex on them as they raise their eyebrows in suspicion. I mean, Johnny's right. They're really out of touch with this market, and it is cultural literacy on a grand scale. And of course you have some people who just say, fuck it, let me live my life and die in peace. Fuck gaming. And that's okay too. But also this article made me think of something else. Mobile gaming. Try cosplaying Marcus Phoenix or maybe even Captain Price. No one would care less or even know who the hell you're trying to be. Yet run outside in an Angry Bird costume and everybody knows who the fuck it is. Maybe I'm missing something here, but shouldn't we be harboring a mobile channel? What do you think? I mean, Apple announced back in April that the company has sold a total of 365 million mobile devices, including 67 million iPads. And there are currently 600,000 apps and games in Apple's App Store, with developers, publishers, and media companies taking in 1.33 billion in revenue over the last quarter. Now we have the Nexus 7 and the Surface on the horizon. Mobile virtual goods sales are expected to climb to 500 million in 2012, up from 350 million in 2011. And this is just the beginning. And according to a PopCap survey, it shows 44% of people play mobile fucking games. I mean, there's obviously an audience for it. So maybe it isn't old Farmer John down the street with a shitty pair of overalls that's so out of touch. Maybe it hits a little closer to home. Well, anyways, guys, this has been Brews News. Have fun out there, because if you're not having fun, your power went out, you stubbed your toe, tripped over your dog, heard something in the darkness that made you shit yourself, you're out of candles, and most importantly, toilet paper. And in the meantime, tell them Rumac sent you.